Hey everyone, just wanted to give you a little video tutorial on some of the basics to riding Mobi for the first time. There is no front or back to Mobi. You can ride it either direction, forward or backwards. The first step is to turn it on. On Mobi Max, you turn it on underneath, and on Mobi Mini, the power switch is by the plug-in, which is on the back. So after you turn it on, you'll hear the automatic stability system beep. The light will go on and the battery indicator will tell you that the battery is green and charged. There is no front or back to Mobi. You can get on either direction and go forwards or backwards. The first time you ride Mobi, it might help to have someone standing next to you so you can grab onto their shoulder to stabilize yourself until you figure out the balance of it. Your first foot, when you put it on, make sure that it's centered so that your toes are kind of hanging off as much as your heels are, and have your stance be as wide as possible. Have your foot be relatively flat, because as soon as you put your one foot on, the active stability light goes on, which means that it is armed and that it is working. So you'll notice that I can control that one side with my one foot. So try to keep your foot flat. Take your other foot and just step straight onto Mobi. If your feet aren't positioned on there correctly, sort of adjust them so that they're centered, because it's a lot harder to do while you're moving. Once you get on Mobi, try not to do a whole lot of rapid movements to balance yourself. Mobi will balance you using your own body weight, so try to stay relatively centered and motionless and let Mobi do the work. Controlling Mobi is very intuitive and easy. It's just done with leaning. So to go forward, you simply lean forward. To slow down and stop, you lean back, and you can even lean backwards to go backwards if you'd like. To control Mobi right and left, it's done with your toes. So basically a little bit of right toe pressure will make Mobi go to the left, and a little bit of left toe pressure will make Mobi go to the right. So if you can think about it in the sense that your toes control each motor, it'll speed up whatever side you're giving more toe pressure to. We found that people's natural reaction is to kind of have their arms out and do a lot of sort of balancing. That actually interferes with what Mobi is trying to do in terms of steering and balance. So the more you can stay centered with your arms in and avoid twisting, the easier it is for Mobi to control you and for you to turn around, slow down, stop, change your direction, that sort of thing. It's okay to be just standing straight up with your knees locked. If you see a bump coming up ahead, it helps to have your knees a little bit bent so that you can absorb that bump without the bump kind of throwing you off Mobi. You'll notice that as you approach Mobi's top speed, it will tilt back. What that does is one is telling you that it's nearing its top speed, but it's also giving you a little bit of margin so that in case you do lean a little bit more forward, it has the capability to catch you. So when you notice Mobi starting to pitch back, don't fight it, just try to maintain that constant speed because that is the top speed of Mobi, which is somewhere around 8 to 10 miles an hour. To get off Mobi, all you have to do is just take one foot and step off the back. Realize that while your one foot is still on there, you're still able to control Mobi with that one foot, so just try to keep that foot relatively flat. Mobi Max has a 3-minute auto shut-off, so if you don't do anything after 3 minutes, it'll turn itself off. You can also turn it off using the included remote. Mobi Mini can be turned off using the remote as well as the power switch on the back.